Good morning.
Good morning.
How we doing, everybody? Let some people roll in here. Looks like people are still filing in. Excuse me. Let us know, as always, can you see us? Can you hear us? It looks like YouTube is playing nice this week. It's, YouTube does what YouTube wants to do. But it looks like we are live on Facebook and YouTube. It looks like Nikki just posted the link to the items in today's episode, which again was based off of some feedback asking about some of that new metal stuff that we had been talking about. So we do have some here. And it's neat because it's kind of some different stuff than what we would normally be carrying. So we will get to that. But if it's your first time here, my name is Brian.
And I'm Nicole.
And we're from Factory Direct Craft Supply, also known as FactoryDirectCraft.com. We are a small family-owned craft supply company here in Southwest Ohio, about halfway between Dayton and Cincinnati. We're an online retail store because we do get a lot of questions. Are you retail? Are you wholesale? We are retail. Anyone can purchase from us. If you are a business, a nonprofit, things like that, we do have a separate wholesale program for you guys.
Along with Fair.
We also sell wholesale on Fair. We know a lot of businesses are now turning to websites like Fair to do some wholesale purchasing. So we are on there as well. We also sell on Amazon, Walmart Marketplace, among others. But let us know if you're here. Say hi. How's the weather by you guys?
It is gorgeous.
This week has been tremendous.
It has been tremendous. Lovely. I have enjoyed every moment of it.
Yeah, if I'm thinking about taking advantage of Sherry not being here and like breaking the window of my office and replacing it with something that opens.
I won't say a thing.
I mean, as long as I have a new window in before they get back from their trip,
they won't know.
Until they're walking in the building, they're like, "Why is there a window that opens all of a sudden?" No, I'm kidding. But it's so nice. It's been like mid-70s with a light breeze every day. It's kind of like San Diego weather here in Ohio. And I have this big floor-to-ceiling window in my office, and I'm like, I wish that opened. I just want to feel some fresh air just coming right through my office. Little Joe Market. Hey, good morning, Little Joe Market. Hi, Michelle. How are you doing?
How are you guys doing?
Beautiful and sunny in Florida. When is it? I mean, outside of hurricane.
Yeah.
When is it not?
But I have to say, I can't say I'm jealous this time because we're actually dealing with lovely weather.
I'm not complaining with
this is abnormal
at all.
I know last week we were very frustrated with the weather of the, frost and snow.
It's Ohio.
It is. But I have been hiking. I have been walking like crazy.
We have too. Yeah, we've been taking the dog to the park, different parks every evening, going for walks and getting yard work done, getting the garden ready.
Yeah.
Fishing on my lunch break.
Hey, good for you.
Ponds nearby. So just.
Adley's excited to go fishing this weekend. Hopefully we can. She's got new fishing poles along with Chris. Chris got a new fishing pole. So he's not going to be fishing with a pink little fishing rod.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's been nice. I went, Adley had volleyball practice, and I never knew this. I was so excited. I kept on seeing these people walk out of the wood line, and I'm like, where are these people going? Because I've taken walks while she is in practice, just take advantage of it. And so I just happened to walk over there, and it leads to Grant Park.
Is that the Washington Township Rec Center?
It was at Watts High School.
Where's that?
Not high school, middle school. It's by Sam's Club.
Okay.
And the rec center and all that
stuff.
Oh,
yeah, because there's trails back there behind the rec center.
Yeah. But so that school, there's a trail that leads straight to Grant Park, and I never knew it.
I didn't know. You know what? I didn't know that excited. Because when Aiden was a year old, we had Garrett take family photos of us. And we parked back there off of like that Senate Drive or whatever.
Did you?
And we took a trail down to Grant Park. Yeah.
It was pleasantly surprised, and I was very happy for that hour hike.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah. So hopefully all you guys have also been enjoying this nice one. What have you been doing? You guys been out going for walks, working outside, getting your gardens ready, planting flowers, all of the above? Let us know. Got a question for you guys as always. what new craft projects are you guys looking forward to trying this year? I know a lot of people, you kind of have your main crafts that you do every year, things like that. But maybe there's something you saw on Pinterest. Maybe, you got inspired by one of Nikki's projects that she's posted on our social media platforms. Let us know. What are you guys looking forward to trying? So, and hopefully Kat Stone will be on here with a nice Nebraska weather report here, so we can, and hopefully it's a good one, so we know to continue with this nice weather. So, speaking of projects, got anything in the hopper that you're excited about?
I've been trying to find some ways to do like a beehive. I love, summer. It's, everybody does bee projects and everything like that, just to sit around. And I've been trying to find something to make a beehive out of. And I had laying around a craft that I never got to for Easter. Mm-hmm. These like egg cutouts. I think they come in 3 different shapes, 3 different sizes. Yeah, the wood cutouts. And I'm like, these work perfect for a beehive. So I don't know if I'm going to layer it.
Yeah.
But we do have a honeycomb wallpaper for dollhouses.
Yeah.
So I thought about Mod Podging that on those egg cutouts and putting some twine and rusting it up a little bit. We've got like little bees, so I'm excited for this.
A lot of bees.
Yeah, we do.
Deneen said, I miss hiking. This weather makes me want to do that. You can find me walking with my rollator. Yeah, Deneen's got a broken leg at the moment. So she, I guess she's...
fibula, right? I think it was the fibula.
Yeah. Skiing accident.
Yeah.
So only person I know that's gone skiing, a couple times and has broken bones. Almost everything.
I have not been skiing
I'm kidding,
yet.
Deneen.
I would love to go skiing. I would probably break something because I like to try, maybe stuff that I'm not qualified quite for, and I would probably break something. So, but
I mean, the injuries are part of the process.
It happens. It happens when you're out having a good time.
That's right.
You try to do the best you can. You try different things. Yeah, it's going to happen.
Michelle said, I want to try some of the projects that Nichole has done.
Oh, yay. Is there
definitely
a specific one that you are wanting to try?
Yeah, let us know if there's one that kind of stood out. You're like, oh, I got to try that.
Yeah.
Good morning, Nancy. Southern California, 7 a.m. A whole 42 degrees.
Oh,
in
that's
Southern California. Hopefully,
I'm sure it will.
Nancy, is it gonna warm up today, or do you guys have like some kind of cold front? So, because I know I joked about a couple weeks ago when I was in Vegas. I was thinking about taking my wife for a day to like Laguna Beach because she really wanted sun and water, and it was going to be like 51 degrees that day in Southern California. So hopefully you guys are warming up here. Yeah, it got a little chilly here overnight, but
yeah, it does.
It's fantastic.
There's been a couple of mornings.
So J&A Woodcraft said, hi, sweet Nichole. Good morning, everyone.
How are you?
Good morning to you.
Thanks for joining us.
Deneen said, captive customer service agent right now.
You do wonderful at it.
Yeah. I mean, if you're kind of stuck in your seat,
it's not much you can do.
Not much else you can do, unfortunately. So, Michelle said, I like the ornament you did with ribbon. I'm thinking it would be great to get a jump start on Christmas. Absolutely.
That's a good idea. That's a really good idea.
I have customers that have already been reaching out about Christmas stuff. And, we often get asked, especially with Christmas stuff, is, do we sell those items year round, or do we pull inventory and stock it seasonally? If it's in stock, we sell it. It doesn't matter what time of year it is. Now there are some holiday items that generally only have July through December, and that's more just because they sell out, and then we end up placing an order for more. By the time they get made and they get here, it's usually midsummer for that kind of stuff. Yeah. Hi, Kelly. Kelly's checking in on YouTube, so we know YouTube is working today. So.
Thanks so much for
joining us. J&A said, yes, rusty, crusty, dusty Christmas stuff.
Oh, yes. We've got a lot. And we got a lot of things that you can decorate, especially with that kind of rusty feel, that rustic feel. I know, and it has to do with some of the metal pieces that we got. We've got a lot of different sized metal Christmas trees, which... they are beautiful, different colors, whites, creams, reds, greens.
Yeah, I think we showed some of them
We did.
a couple weeks ago, those kind of triangle galvanized ones.
And I could see a lot of like lace ribbon or just different things added to these to really make them beautiful. I mean, they're beautiful as is.
Yeah.
But if you're looking for, a different craft, you can definitely spruce those up and have them displayed for the Christmas season.
For sure. Nancy said her area of Southern California is supposed to warm up to about 50 to 55 and then rain by Saturday. That's not Southern California weather. I know, it gets,
There's parts of it that I know will stay a little cooler.
Yeah. Nancy, I assume that's probably...
Is that normal for your area?
Is that normal for this part of the year? Or are you, you guys have like a cold front or something?
Yeah.
Unseasonably cold?
I know, we've got a cold front coming through, I think Friday into Saturday, or Saturday, I can't remember, but... Yeah.
It's just supposed to just Saturday, because like Friday's going to be 75.
Yeah.
Saturday's going to be 62, and then Sunday's going to be back up into the 70s.
Where I saw, the low temperature for Saturday night or into Sunday morning is like 38.
Yeah.
I'm like,
40 degrees,
no.
something like that.
We're going camping this weekend,
and
I do not want to freeze.
Yeah, my wife has a big lemon bush, and we have to obviously bring it inside during the wintertime because it can't have
I was going to say, does it actually do well?
This is the first year we have a lemon grower.
Okay.
I guess sometimes it can take like years.
It does take some years too.
But like it's big. It's in like a big 20-gallon pot at this point because it's gotten so big. So bringing it in and taking it back outside, it weighs like 80 pounds with all the soil and stuff. But we actually do have a lemon growing on it. Lemon's about the size of a quarter right now. It's just the one.
Oh, I'm sure your wife.
There's a lot of other flowers on it, so we're hoping in the next year or two we'll get even more. But there is this green. It's about this big right now.
I know with the way I am with plants, I get very excited when I see like little blooms, or if I'm growing like plants like that, apples.
Yeah, my wife's doing a full flower garden this year, so she's got all of her stuff. She bought shelves and grow lights and little greenhouse boxes, and everything's planted. And I had to get the tiller out the other night because we massively expanded the size of our garden. So all this stuff will be growing. So and it said no, we should be warmer. You're okay. So you're up in the mountains. So it should be warmer, but usually any areas of higher elevations are going to be a little bit cooler. But I was going to say even any part of California, 50, 55 seems unseasonably cool. So Kelly Morgan said, "I wish, crossing my fingers for a cold front."
Wait, where are you located?
Yeah, Kelly, where are you? Like, why would you be asking for crossing your fingers for a cold front?
Maybe you do not like heat.
Not everybody does.
No, not everybody.
Not everybody
I'm
does.
a heat person. I love warmth.
So,
hi,
hey, Carmen! How are things? I would imagine, Carmen being in Miami, you're probably nice and warm. Bobby Wilson, why are we talking about Christmas already? Bobby,
we love Christmas.
We're talking about crafts in general, and we've already had some customers, especially ones that are businesses, things like that are already starting to plan for Christmas.
They got to get their props and displays and everything.
Yeah. We have a customer who is one of the top sellers on Etsy, and she does ribbon wrapped cones for like Christmas trees. And I was already talking to her yesterday about her order that's coming in. Trying to get her projections for her Christmas order and that.
We're always talking Christmas.
Yeah, always.
When you work in a craft store that has a lot of decor.
Kelly's in Arizona.
No wonder you want.
I'm guessing it's probably been pretty hot there.
Yeah, I've heard it.
The last week, if you're looking for a cold front already. Tiffany, where are you located? We're in Springboro, Ohio. It's about halfway between Dayton and Cincinnati, Southwest Ohio. So Carmen said it's hot.
I bet.
Yeah.
There in Florida.
Yeah. Are you guys, Carmen? You guys already starting to get? Is the humidity starting to rack up on you guys? I'm sure you and Michelle would probably let us know. I'm wondering how hot it has been. So, and I don't know if there's a huge temperature difference between Gulf side, Atlantic side.
I'm not sure. I wouldn't think.
Let us
much.
Know, Florida people.
Yeah, I wouldn't think much, but
because we'll know soon because Carmen's on the East Coast and I know Michelle's on the West Coast of Florida. So we'll find out. But again, if you joined us late, let us know what new crafts are you going to try this year, or are you looking forward to trying? If you're like, my wife Lisa, you're on Pinterest nightly looking up, what's new, what's trending, new project ideas. If you follow us on social media, no doubt, or you watch us on lives, you've seen all of Nikki's craft posts and things like that. Let us know if there's anything new you're trying this year. Tiffany said, I'm in Ontario, Canada, and we're waiting for it to get warm. So it'll be there soon.
Yeah,
it'll be there. It'll be there soon. So let's see. Carmen said, no rain for a long time, but might sprinkle this weekend.
Well, hopefully you get that sprinkle.
Yeah,
hopefully you guys need that stuff.
It'll help cool you guys off. So, and if it's your first time here, let us know how did you find us? How did you stumble across our live or our company? Maybe you've ordered from factorydirect.craft.com before.
Social media
maybe,
ads.
Yeah, maybe you popped up in a social media ad, just kind of scrolling through YouTube ad, anything like that. Because looks like we do have folks watching on both Facebook and YouTube. So Tiffany said folios and mini albums is the way she's going to be something new this year.
Oh, okay, yeah. I've seen a lot of people go try, what is that called? The junk scrapbooking. Have you ever heard of that? Mm-hmm. It is like a new scrapbooking where it's a scrapbook, but you just take bits and parts of like receipts or like fabrics or something like that, and you're just you're taping it all over these pages, so it's just like bits and pieces of things that you have done.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think it's called like a junk journals. Yes.
Okay.
I've seen that has been really big this
I'm sure
year.
my wife knows about that one.
Yeah.
She was like a professional scrapbooker for years.
My niece is all about it and trying to get Adley to do it. I'm like, well, that's a fun little thing that you can do. I
was not aware of that.
Yeah.
As we all know, I work for a craft supply company. I'm not the craftiest person. You guys have seen some of my attempts.
Yes, we have seen.
So
they're cute.
Yeah, Kelly said junk journals are huge right now.
They are.
Oh, everyone's going. Yeah. Christy Young saying junk journaling.
I'm gonna have to take a stab at it.
Tiffany says perfect for mixed media. Oh, Michelle said the weather in Florida perfect, low humidity. I have the doors open and listening to the birds. No rain for several months. Some fires, but not real close to me. But you can smell them. Carmen is right. Supposed to get some sprinkles this weekend. So you did great on the Valentine card, Brian.
It was not a card. It was a postcard.
It was a card.
Postcard.
It was a card. I did give it to my wife. She did laugh.
As expected.
As I would expect. I'm married to someone that worked for many scrapbooking supply companies and made cards using their products to show off in like magazines. So the standard in my house for anything handmade, real high. Like she was sitting at her desk in her craft room, and the wall is covered with framed pictures of all the publications she's been in, all of her projects.
So you gave
and
it
I'm
to
like,
her while
she's standing there. There's all these scrapbook and card making magazine articles with her pictures of her work and stuff all over the walls in her office. And I'm like, hey, I made this for you. And she laughed, which is I was hoping that was the reaction I would get.
It's the thought that counts.
You
did well.
It's like if Aaron Judge's wife was like, hey, I bought you a baseball bat for your birthday. And, he's one of the best baseball players in the world.
I was about to say, who is this?
So, baseball player for the Yankees. So, not a Yankees fan, but he's the biggest name. Yeah, it'd be like that. It'd be like if somebody went and bought gave LeBron James a basketball. It'd be like, I bought you a basketball.
Yeah.
You don't just buy any ball for an NBA player. They
got their specialties.
But anyway, so let's see. Michelle said it was Brian's mixed media. Did she keep it?
I'm sure she did.
It's somewhere. I would hope so.
She should frame it.
She has the kids' art project still from preschool and
I've
filed
got
away
totes.
in the basement and their first report cards and all that. Yeah. So hopefully she has my card that I made her.
You should frame it and put it on the wall for her.
I should. And she get a little easel and put it
You
right on her desk,
should.
right next to her, like MacBook or whatever. So when she sits down to get on her laptop, it's sitting right there looking at her.
Oh, that's funny.
And then she'll probably just quickly take it and just throw it in a drawer because she doesn't want to look at it.
No, she wouldn't. I
She
don't
might.
think so. She'll keep it up there. For a
No,
little
she
bit.
would. She would. I'll let you guys know. I'll have to look around and see where it ended up because I did give it to her on Valentine's Day. I don't know where it ended up though. So, well, let's talk a little bit about. So last week Michelle had asked about some of the new like
Metals.
metal and kind of different kind of stuff. As I mentioned, so the vendor that we got last couple weeks, had been showing off some of the metal stuff. We had like the metal binders that open and close, some of the trees, some of that stuff. Some of the other items that we got from them, again, not necessarily typically the kind of stuff we would carry, but because we do a lot of home decor and things like that, it does fit in with all of that. Carmen said Yankees have new torpedo bass. I'd like one
I did
signed
actually hear something about that.
and then put with crafts. Yeah,
That would be nice.
Yeah. So, gosh, where to start? Let's start with.
We have these pumpkins. These pumpkins are amazing. They're huge. They're beautiful.
Yeah, this is like all stamped, galvanized metal. So,
I mean, it's
nicely
heavy.
welded. It's heavy. You see all the detail on the flowers and the stem. It is heavyweight. The lid does fit on it. You can leave it at, it is kind of whitewashed. You can leave it as is.
It's
you can
perfect
paint
as
it.
is.
You can decoupage it.
Oh, I wouldn't cover that
no,
up.
it's, you know.
But put some flowers in here. I wish this camera showed more. We need to show the table a little bit more so we don't have to hold it up. Be a lot easier. But yeah, put some flowers in there, flower arrangements. It's a lovely piece. But we have this piece. And then we've got two other ones. Well, actually, I think we've got more than just the.
Yeah,
we've
this
got
is
a
just
smaller
what
one.
we're still going. So we have 3 full 53-foot trucks parked on some of our docks, loaded with stuff, all from this vendor, and we're still going through it
It's
and
gonna be a little
finding
bit.
stuff.
It's gonna be a little bit.
If you guys want decorative, like big steel tables that are all rustic, we have some. I think
We
some are
got
on the site.
tables. We've got a cart.
Yeah,
A heavy-duty metal cart.
Yeah, distress metal cart. So
I'm like, this would be great for my craft room.
my watch band is magnetic. It's sticking to this. I'm like, what is that? It's my watch. Yeah, so this is like a hammered metal pumpkin basket. Looks like Adam stuck some foliage in it. Again, the detail's incredible.
Kelly says, goes too fast. I'm taking out those memories now for my daughter's
Oh, for my daughter's college graduation party. Yeah. Yeah, Carmen said that's beautiful. Wow, that's going to be awesome. I love the metal.
Yes, we are in love with it. I mean, we've had stuff like this before.
Looks like you got some baskets over
But-
there.
I mean, it's been a while. So I'm glad to finally get some more of this type of items in. But I think we've got 3 different styles of these.
Yes.
We've got a bigger one that's great for blankets, pillows. This is great to store things in underneath like not like a cabinet, but like a consult table or in your living room. Great little piece. And then one
candelabra.
This is big. It reminded me of Beauty and the Beast.
That's my first thought.
Yeah. Look how
Check
big
bad boy out.
is.
So this is metal. So it is sturdy.
metal.
It has this sprayed on. It's almost like a concrete style finish.
Yeah.
To give it the appearance of, a stone candelabra that's weathered. These are removable, so you could put little tea lights, or you could put actual candles in there if you wanted to. These are all removable. It's heavy. It is heavy duty. It is metal.
Yeah.
That would be cool for Halloween. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Put
it is.
crows
It
on
does
it.
absolutely look like. Yeah, it made me think of Beauty and the Beast as well.
Yeah, as soon as I saw it, I'm like, Beauty and the Beast all the way. We've
Again,
got this
not
one.
something you would normally see on our site in our home decor section, but we've always carried home decor, so we might as well expand.
We've also got one that's just 3.
It's just got the 3 candles on
it. So, so a little bit smaller.
Yeah.
But super cute.
You got a whole bunch of stuff over there.
I know. We've got so much. I don't even know.
I saw these the other day. Yeah.
So we've got a lot of these, and I'm trying to think of all the different things that you can do with them.
It's kind of like ribbon almost.
It is. It's very flexible metal trim. Mm-hmm. They're all different styles. We've got stars here. Trying to see this one here. I don't know if you can see how it's stamped out. Try to separate it a little bit. But I mean, it's flexible. It is metal, but very flexible. You can easily use this, add it to some your crafts. I know a lot of like maybe your projects with wood signs, trim it around. Yeah, they're just really cute. Junk journals. You can snip them and put them in junk journals.
Yeah, Michelle said need to trim the edge of a plaque. Absolutely.
Yes, yeah, definitely. A plaque. I could see making your own like little candle rings around candles that you're making. What else what would you guys use these for?
What would you guys use like hammered metal ribbon for?
Yeah.
A lot of them.
Yeah, I'm going to have to try to get crafty and try to get creative with them and see what I can kind of come up to. But yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of things that you can do with them.
Oh, yeah. All right, so we have a special item we got to show you guys because there are some stipulations to it. So, this guy.
Look how nice that is.
Yeah, this is a chalkboard. So
it works just fine.
Right on it.
Yep.
It's got this, basket. It does
have a hanger.
It is wood.
Oh yeah, it's got 2
little. It does have the hangers in the corner. Now, this item, the solid wood chalkboard, is big. So right now, this is on sale on our website for $40. Now,
you can get this for $40.
$40. I think the actual MSRP in it is like $199 or something like that.
Yeah.
But we got a good deal on them, so $40. But on the website, it'll state local pickup only because it's really big to ship. We actually don't have a box this size, so we would have to make a custom box for everyone. It takes some time. So it is $40 local pickup only, but we know a lot of you guys aren't local. So if you want to order one of these and have it shipped to you, you cannot order it through the website. Send us an email or call us or do a call request on live chat. We can do the order manually to have it shipped to you. The reason why is shipping on this within the continental U.S. is going to be about $25. So this item would kind of have to be done as a special order because we would have to add in the shipping charge. So you'd be looking at $65 plus tax depending on where you're at, shipped within the U.S. Deal. So if you're local to Southwest Ohio and you want to come pick one up,
for $40,
for $40. You can order it through the website, and then we'll reach out to you to arrange a pickup time when your order is ready. If you want it shipped,
just let us know.
Send us an email, live chat, call us at 1-800-252-5223, and we can certainly accommodate that. We just have to do it, manually.
Getting that thing, that big of a piece for $65 if you have it shipped.
Yeah,
is still
a good deal.
Great deal. It's a great piece. I would love one in my kitchen if I had enough wall space for it.
Did you guys see the lamp above us?
I did.
Let me see if I can.
Can you lower it?
Probably not. But
we have another one.
Oh, we have one. I didn't realize I hadn't put one.
I was just gonna make you work.
Of course. Of course.
But we have these nice metal lampshades. That are great. They have stamped out stars, little stars on them in the shape of a star. Great item. Has chains on them. Yep. If you don't even really want to use this as a lampshade, you don't have to. Use it as a bucket.
Turn it upside down and use it for a flower container. Absolutely.
There are so many possibilities with this.
And we do sell, it does have a hole So you can buy, we do sell separately. We've had them for years. We have the light bulb switches with a cord, and the light bulb socket has the metal prongs.
Yep.
Usually people will use them in, ceramic Christmas houses or things like that.
We don't have an extra one of those, do we?
We don't.
That's okay. If you want to, you should know better. No, bring another one.
Yeah, so we do sell the light bulbs.
We do, and easily.
And it fits perfectly. That's what we have. You can see that one above our head is lit. That one is like an off-white. Obviously, there you go. Yeah, see that? Bit. And then obviously that one's off-white. We also have them in this kind of whitewashed, galvanized. I don't think we showed these before.
No, we haven't showed those before. Don't break it.
I almost took down Sherry's panel artwork that she bought for this room. Aline coming in late.
That's all right.
Better late than never, Aline.
Thanks for joining.
Yeah. So we have these little wall hangers.
They're so cute.
They have a little loop here so you can put a nail or a screw or a picture hanger into the wall. But this is all metal. So all these flowers are painted, distressed, bent metal. The leaves, everything on this is metal. So it is super, super heavy duty. It is steel. We have these in different colors. We have the one up here that is
more of like a subtle color.
Subtle, more of like a muted, some grays, things like that. But we have them in red, use them to hang whatever you would like. But again, they are metal. They are heavy duty. Did we have one of the tissue box covers?
Yeah.
I think we may have shown that one before.
I can't remember if we did or not. We do a lot. We sell a crazy amount of tissue box covers, especially in paper mache. But we did get these 10 metal tissue covers.
Yeah. And
I mean, you can decoupage these.
Paint on them. Acrylic paints will work just great. Decoupage them. Kelly said you stocked up on steel at the right time. Yes.
I did. Yeah.
Yes.
Thankfully.
This stuff all was these were all pre-tariff.
Yeah.
So but we're not going to talk about that right now.
No, we're good. We've got a lot of stuff in stock and ready to ship.
Yeah, so. we were joking the other day about how there were articles talking about how there's going to be like empty shelves, and I think Sherry said in a group chat, she's like, "Well, our shelves aren't empty."
No, our shelves are not empty.
41,000 active UPC codes. If you guys are wondering how our inventory levels are doing, there's a reason that a lot of this stuff is a lot of this new stuff is sitting in 53-foot trailers on our dock because we're trying to figure out where we're going to put it all. And that includes, we have a paper mache container that's on the water right now. That'll be here, I think, in about 3 weeks. Pam, if you're watching, let me know if that's about right. We have another paper mache container that is currently being loaded right now. Gloria Martinez, yes, I don't know if you're watching or if you catch us on replay, Gloria. The large crosses are done. They are being loaded into the container as I write. So they'll probably be here in about 6 or 7 weeks, usually when most containers leave port. Our paper mache all comes out of the Philippines. So fortunately, we don't have to worry about any kind of tariff stuff or cross increases with that stuff. But generally, once it leaves port, it's 30 to 45 days. Usually it's closer to 45 by the time it gets here. So Gloria, if you're watching us even on replay, your crosses will be here, late May, early June or so.
Yeah.
So we'll let you know.
Yeah. And if you guys don't know, so Gloria came to us and wanted a bigger cross. I believe this is
like 18 inches or
18
so.
inches,
yeah,
I
18
think.
by 12 or so.
So we went ahead and seen if we can do it. Luckily, we've got boxes for it to ship. So if there are things that you are looking for like that, let us know. So we were able to get her cross that she wants.
Yeah, those items were made.
Yeah.
We got them made at the request of a customer. And we looked at it and we thought,
it's a great item. I know a lot of people will love this item. I have been wishing for a larger cross. So this is perfect.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a nice big size 18 by 12.
I think it's 18 by 12 or 18. Yeah, I think
something like that. I mean, it's a
I know
bigger cross.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's paper mache, which is great because there's so many things that you can do with it.
It's a blank canvas.
Yeah.
Nancy said, last week you shipped me the long type of tissue holder for me to put my craft wipes in.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That works
we
great.
do have, especially in the paper mache too, we do have, I think we have 3 different sizes in paper mache of the tissue box holders. We have the kind of like that metal one that Nikki was just showing. We do have these like in paper mache for the square boxes. And then we also have the long family type boxes that are, in the kind of the smaller height as well as the full standard Kleenex, big family size boxes. So because we have a number of customers that, we'll sell those on Etsy. They decoupage them, decorate them how they want.
Amazing stuff with them.
Yeah. For sure. And as always, if there's anything, these last couple weeks, last week we did, if you were here, we did a lot of springtime artificial florals because Aline had been asking to see some. This week we did a lot of this metal stuff because, our follower on here, Michelle Lopez, had been asking to see some. If there's anything you guys want to see for next week, let us know. We're kind of past Easter now, so, I know at some point we'll do...
Which is crazy.
I know, it's crazy. At some point, I'm sure we'll do something more patriotic for Memorial Day, Independence Day. We'll pull a lot of that Americana kind of stuff. But if there's anything you guys want to see, if you go on factorydirectcraft.com and you click on what's new, you'll see the new items that are being added in as we turn them on. So if there's some of those items that you guys want to see, more in person, more informal, kind of see us hold them, show them to you guys and all that. By all means, leave a message in the comments. Even if you're on replay, there's something you want to see. Let us know because a lot of these shows are dictated and steered by you guys, which is what we would prefer. We want to show you guys what you want to see.
This is why we do this because shopping online sometimes is not easy. No. So when we can show you the product that we have, get to know you guys and talk with you and just be silly and whatnot, but we like to show off the products that you guys are interested in so that way you can see them in person as much as possible. But we can send pictures, we can do videos, we can do whatever is needed to help you see if that item's going to work for your needs. Yeah.
Want some questions?
So
you guys are going, hang on. Carmen said Mother's Day coming up in the 11th, so let's get crafting.
Yes. What are you? Anybody working on Mother's Day?
Yeah. That's true. What are you guys? Crafts? You guys have anything you're working on for Mother's Day for friends, daughters, coworkers, neighbors, mothers?
And then if there's any patriotic crafts that you are looking for, or you're wanting to see what kind of style you're looking for, is it out of wood items? Are you looking for wreaths?
Metal stuff. We have ornaments. We have all like the
shelf sitters. Just let me know.
Flags and buntings and all that kind of stuff. So
I'm in the process of doing those type of crafts and getting those all situated. So I would love to hear some ideas and what you're looking for. So maybe I can kind of come up with a craft that you guys are looking for and would love to try. So just let me know.
Good try, Michelle.
She's
Brian,
not,
need to make
she's
a Mother's
not gonna let
Day
you
card.
Go with
every
cards.
holiday she tells me I need to make a the Valentine's Day card was one and done. So I will buy my wife the nicest card I can find at Kroger. Yeah. Probably the day before Mother's Day. No. I'm pretty good about getting stuff, in advance.
You're not.
I'm not a last minute.
You said a couple shows
I
ago
know.
you
Sometimes
were
I am
last minute.
Sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes it happens. It happens to the best of us.
It happens to like
it's
what Nikki said. So you guys are going camping.
Yeah, we're going camping.
Camper or hotel?
It depends.
If you go on a trip, like what's
the camper is fine. I like it. It is a bigger size camper, so
Is it like an RV or is it a tow behind?
It's an RV.
Okay, that's why I was wondering I didn't know if it was something that Chris pulls with his truck or
No. We would have got new truck for that.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, we have a motorhome. So it's decent size, nice for the girls and us to, you know, especially rainy days, we've got room to kind of move around.
Right.
This is the first camping trip with another dog, so that will be interesting.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't mind. I have grown to love camping and being able to walk outside soon as, you know, in the morning, camping on the, you know, getting a fire going, having my coffee and letting the girls. I mean, the campsites that we stay at are so nice that I feel very comfortable in letting my girls just kind of have kind of free range.
Yeah, yeah.
They can ride their bikes. They can go to the park. They have multiple parks there. And Adley, she has a watch that she wears that I can see where she's at.
Yeah, yeah.
She can call me. She can text me or Chris. And
Kelly's like glamping.
Yes, it is glamping.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
Campgrounds have changed a lot since we were kids.
I used to tent camp all the time. All the time. After the last camp trip that we did, I mean, was way before kids. We woke up to like 5 inches of snow. I was not very happy.
In a tent?
But we did a lot of car shows.
Yeah.
My husband and my brother and all of our friends were huge into car shows. So we went tent camping all the time.
I remember Chris's show truck.
Oh, yeah.
He had that Blazer.
Oh, I was so sad. He was not even that sad when he got rid of it. I was.
Oh, really?
I was worse off. I was like, I don't want to get rid of this.
The first time I met Chris, he was with Garrett, and Garrett had to come to my house, swing by my house for something. And this was well before I started. This was before, I think, before Garrett and Deneen were married. I hadn't even met you yet, and Gary had to come to my house for something, and they showed up in Chris's the Blazer. Yeah,
so that's been a long time ago.
Yeah, I remember that thing. It was cool.
Yeah, actually, just recently we saw somebody post the picture of his Blazer.
Oh, really?
It's gotten passed down to a couple different, I think 3 different.
Like, have they maintained it? They're still showing it.
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah. I mean, from the last picture I saw, it actually looks as it was.
Yeah.
Nice and kept. And
Carmen, I agree. Michelle, let's go. Brian, nope.
What?
Carmen.
Getting more cards.
I'm not making a card.
Maybe you should do a craft.
No.
Why?
No.
It'd be fun.
No. I could bring in some of my woodworking projects, but
that would be fun. We all love woodworking.
All right. Maybe I'll do that. Last year I put Nancy said last year I put flags in all my neighbors' yards. I'm looking for something inexpensive to put in their yards this year.
Okay.
Do you guys have any ideas? Are you talking about something like for Memorial Day, something like that? I assume.
Trying to think, especially for it being outdoors.
Oh, Michelle said she used chat. I assume she means GPT. Chat GPT.
Yeah.
To see what ideas will come up with DIY painted rocks. You could paint them with flags or some messages. Remember freedom. Place one near each flag or doorstep. That's a great idea.
That's a great idea. That's a really good idea. I know. I about bought a rock. Well, you don't have to. You can just go find rocks around and paint them. And I know at the campsites, kids paint these rocks and set them throughout the hiking trips, and kids can find them. So that's always fun.
That is fun.
But yeah, I'll have to think of some other.
Gloria, we were just talking about you.
You must have just, do they say your nose is itching when
we were talking about paper mache and the large crosses, which Gloria...
They're on their way!
The crosses are done. Production is done. They are actually I was told this morning by our buyer, Pam, that they are literally being loaded into our next container.
Yay!
Like today. So we're getting another container ready to ship to us. And she said from what she saw, the large crosses are done and they're being loaded in that container. So they should be here in about 6 weeks or so. Just depending, as long as there's obviously no port delays, things like that, because they come out of the Philippines. So they should be here late May, early June. But obviously, Gloria, since that was it kind of started out as a special order by your request. As soon as they get here,
we will be in touch.
We'll be in touch because we want to find out how many you need first, because we don't want to just turn them on and then sometimes things happen with new items. We turn them on and they get sold out really fast, and the customers that requested them,
they don't get it,
or they don't get as many as they wanted. So when those crosses get here, Gloria gets first dibs. And then however she leaves for you guys,
then you can
we'll turn on the website and I'm sure we'll show them off on an episode because we do have some new paper mache items again coming in, some stuff we've never had before. Again, some of it because it was customer requests. Some of it, was the factory saying, "Hey, did you guys know we could do this?"
Mm-hmm.
And they send us samples, and we're like, "No, but we will buy that."
Yep.
So we'll keep you guys up to date and with all of that. So, where is your favorite place to camp that you guys have taken the motorhome to or wherever? You have a go-to? Like I know Denise and Garrett have some campgrounds that they've been to that they love that they kind of look forward to going back to and things like that.
I can't remember what it's called. I know there's one in Hocking Hills that we absolutely love. It's it's on the smaller scale. I know.
Like, is it over by where like the lodge and all that kind of stuff is, or
it's close by? Yeah.
Okay.
I know it's on the lake, is that a lake? Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lake there. Yeah.
But Campbell's Cove. Campbell's Cove is a nice place.
Okay.
And then there is another one I cannot remember. I think it's in Indiana. That has animals, horses, goats.
Chris said Campbell Cove.
That's what I thought. Hey, I didn't even know you were watching.
He's always watching. Chris is here.
He is. Hi.
he's probably like watching while he's trying to get the RV ready for you guys to leave this afternoon.
Yeah,
so.
I know the girls are so excited. Aniston hasn't been sleeping in her room very well, so we have been like, if you want to go camping, you need to sleep in your room.
Got to get some sleep
because I need my sleep.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, there's multiple places. I mean, we've just kind of started. I'm really excited to go to Michigan this year. Really excited.
What part of Michigan you guys going to?
Like the upper place.
Love the
up there.
Northern Michigan?
Yeah.
Up like Traverse City up that area?
Yes, Traverse City. Thank you. But yes.
You can stop by Torch Lake?
I think.
The clearest lake in America?
Yeah, I think we've got a couple.
Also one of the coldest. I found that out.
Yeah.
Years ago, we did a vacation to Northern Michigan. We stayed up near like Charlevoix.
Yeah.
And so we went to Torch Lake. And it literally looks like you're in the Caribbean. The water is so clear and turquoise. And like, no one told us that it's
super cold.
It is cold year round, kind of like Lake Michigan because we stayed at we rented a big house.
Yeah, it's gonna be
on Lake
much
Michigan,
fun.
like
it's
on the beach.
Lake. You can go to the beach.
And so we go to Torch Lake, and middle of July, we have our bathing suits on, and we go running in the water, like get running right back out because the water's like not even 50 degrees.
Yeah.
So. And Lake Michigan's the same way, but it's beautiful. I mean, you can get in it for a little bit. You get used to it. I mean, it was probably like in the 60s, which is cold.
It's cold.
That's cold.
I've become a wimp with that.
But if you're ever up in Northwest Michigan, stop by Torch Lake, stop by like Charlevoix, Traverse City, that whole area.
Yeah, we're going to Traverse City. We're going to be going to Sleeping Bear Dunes.
Yeah.
Which we're going with some friends. They have 2 girls as well. That's right around our girls.
Whole convoy rolling up I-75 north.
Yep. So it'll be fun. We're doing like family pictures there as well.
Yeah.
So
stop by Frankenmuth, Michigan on the way there or back. And
what is that?
Frankenmuth?
Frankenmuth. I've heard of it.
Historic Bonner's Christmas
village.
Oh,
okay.
Like the world's largest year-round Christmas store.
I heard of it, but
in Frankenmuth, Michigan.
Yes.
Frankenmuth is like a tourist town, and the whole thing looks like an old German Alpine
village.
And so, like, there's restaurants you can do like that giant Bavarian pretzel making where you can go in and they teach you and you bake your own giant pretzel. And
I could get down with that.
Kinds of German food and shopping, and then that Bronner's Christmas world is up there, and it's everyone knows it as like the biggest Christmas store. It's insane how big it is.
Really?
It's like a Walmart.
Why have
but
I not heard? I mean, it's
it's like 3 stories. It's like the size of Walmart, and it's all Christmas stuff.
I don't know.
There's like a whole second floor that's nothing but like Christmas trees. It gets insane. So if you'll drive. It's not too far off if you're heading up 75 north up to northern Michigan. So. Well, we're coming up on almost an hour here. You guys are awesome as always. Again, we're here every Thursday at 10 a.m. I think there will be 1 week in June. I don't know what's going to happen because that week of like the 22nd, 21st, you and I are both.
Oh, we're.
You and Chris are on vacation, and my family's going on vacation that week too. So,
well,
I don't know. Maybe Deneen and Garrett will come and do an episode.
Or
Sherry and Paul could do an episode if they're in town.
That is one thing we have. We have gotten some new equipment for our motorhome for getting better internet connections.
Is that like Starlink or something?
Starlink, yeah. So that way we can work while we're traveling as well.
Potentially, if it's something where we could run it from our phones, you and I could both like remote in from our vacation spots. So Chris said we'll still do it from the campsite. All right. Well, then you're gonna have to show me how you did it when you remoted in from Florida a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, it was
and
super
I will
easy.
Because I will be in Florida.
Yeah.
So
so
I will.
No matter, that's one thing.
You guys could be at the campsite. I'll be in. I think we're going to be in like the Destin, Pensacola area.
Oh, I love that area. That's my favorite.
So I think right now we're looking around like Miramar Beach, which is like
that's where we
Destin
stayed.
Light because
that's where we stayed.
You get all the nice water of Destin, but it's not. I understand it's not as
crazy.
touristy and crazy as Destin proper. So we're looking like just to the east in Miramar Beach or just to the west in Pensacola because it's kind of the same.
And no matter where you go, it's beautiful. Yeah. Absolutely beautiful.
Yes,
honestly,
that's the only part of Florida we haven't been to. We were close. Last year we went to Gulf Shores, Alabama, but it was nice, but it wasn't quite the same.
Yeah.
And Lisa and her family went to Destin 20 years ago, and they went like the week after a hurricane.
Oh,
so the whole beach was like
so
washed away from the storm surge. So they didn't even get to really enjoy the water or the beach.
No.
So this year, me and Lisa and the kids and her parents we're heading down to that part in June, the same week you guys are going to be going.
Okay.
So
we'll still be on. We'll still be doing lives.
We'll make it work.
Now I'm jealous you're going there. I've told Chris, I'm like, we need to pack the camper up. We need to head to Destin because honestly, that is we've traveled a lot and gone to Caribbean islands and all that stuff on cruise ships. I mean, that was just our thing before having kids.
Never been on a cruise.
Oh, it's so nice.
My wife's been on a couple and she loves them. But
it's been a while, but you wake up and you're somewhere new. It's lovely. It's great.
Yeah, I'm just kind of I just want to chill.
You do chill. You chill.
But if I see somewhere I want to have more than like, oh, you have 5 hours to explore this town, and then you got to be back on the boat. It's like I just want to like just sit
that was the kind of downfall with cruises. I mean, because it took me a while to kind of get used to it.
I still want to do one at some point, just because I haven't.
It's
done
fun.
one.
It's fun. We enjoyed it. I miss it. But when we went to Destin and saw the water, I'm like, this is like the Caribbean. And the water is so nice and
Because we were looking there, we were also looking at the Keys, but there's not a ton of beaches in the Florida Keys.
There's not really.
There's not. And
I love the Keys.
I love the Keys.
Yeah,
I love Key West. I've been through like Isla Mirada and Key Largo, and it's nice. But the beaches are usually smaller public parks, or they're private resorts. They have their own beach. And we wanted to do something kind of drivable anyway. So Carmen says Sarasota is beautiful.
Yes, I've heard Sarasota is really pretty nice too.
Gloria said, "Thank you both so much. We appreciate you as
Gloria.
well,
We're
Gloria.
so glad that we can help and get you what you need."
Yeah. Nancy said, "No, thank you. You don't do water."
I love water.
Look, there may or may not have been a couple years in a row where I had 3 Florida vacations where I got stung by jellyfish 3 years in a row.
We've had those too.
I still go in the water.
Yeah.
I still go in the water.
Aniston, when we went to Destin, was it Destin? Or no, we went to Grand Cayman. That was our last time we went to Grand Cayman, which I missed that place. She got a nice sting up her leg. She didn't even budge. She didn't even.
From a jellyfish?
Yeah, she's like, that hurt. And then started swimming. And
I had one that I was in the water with my brother-in-law and I were boogie boarding. And also I feel like, it feels like getting stung by a bunch of bees all at once. And I was like, I'm doing like, and I knew what it was because it wasn't my first time being stung. And I walked out of the water to the lifeguard beach and the jellyfish was still stuck on my thigh. And I walk over and of course the lifeguard is like, "Oh, cool, bro. Let me help you."
Yeah, this is awesome.
And I was like, "Are a lot of people getting stung today?" I was like, "Oh, you're like the 20th person today, man." No, he's like, "No problem." He's like, "Yeah, let me get that off." He pulls it off, and then he's like, yeah, let me spray this stuff on you, bro. And he gets out this spray bottle of, it's, you know, like an anti-venom kind of thing. And he's just hosing my leg down. He's like, might want to stay out of the water for a little bit. That anti, you know, venom stuff doesn't play nice with salt water. It's like, yeah, I'm done for the day.
What, you didn't want to get back in the water after that one?
I did the next day, but it, yeah, that one wasn't fun. But,
yeah, we've had a fair share of jellyfish
stings. Yeah, when you go in the water, you're in their world. Respect it, but yeah, it's never going to keep me out of the water.
I love water.
Me too.
As long as I can see. If I go waist deep and I can't see my feet, then I don't like it. I freak out. But
we just wanted to go somewhere that's going to have that super clear water. So
you'll love it. You'll love it.
So I know I don't plan any of it. My wife and my mother-in-law take care of that. So I know last night they were both on like VRBO and stuff, looking at, you know, sending each other houses to check out, to rent. And I'm just like, you just tell me when, and I'll drive down there, take everyone in tow.
Yep.
But, yeah. So yeah, again, if you're watching even on replay, leave a comment, say hi. If there's anything you guys want to see
for next week,
usually by Tuesday-ish, we try to think of what our theme's going to be, so we have time to get everything pulled. We have, you know, we need time to make sure Adam can set everything up, you know, for Pam to get all the, you know, get the list put together so that Nikki can send a link out. So let us know, give us some ideas. If not, you know,
if you're looking for patriotic stuff already, especially for Memorial Day and leading into the summer, let us know. We can start showing off that kind of stuff.
Maybe we'll shoot for that if we don't get any other ideas, just because we want to make sure that, you know, people have enough time to get their orders put in, get their items received, and still have time to work on them before Memorial Day, because Memorial Day is like in a month. Which is crazy. Yeah. So, and hopefully everyone had a good Easter as well. Debbie said, have a good weekend. Have a great weekend.
Yeah, you guys too.
You guys do the same. Hopefully, you know, everyone's going to be enjoying some nice weather and things like that.
Some nice weather.
So enjoy it. We will see you guys next week. Bye, everybody.
Take care.